Well, good Thursday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I'm taking a little break from the workshop there, getting away for some of the lacquer thinner because you know that stuff eats your brains out. And shout out to Michael Anthony Fitness Reactions Gig Economy because he let me know that today is National Burrito Day. That's right. We got Taco Tuesday and National Burrito Day in the same week, man. That's living, man. That's that. Oh, man, you know what? I might just have to go to Chipotle today. I think it's definitely going to be a Chipotle type of. Then again, they might be crowded. You think they'll be crowded? Will it be in Burrito Day? Are they doing a special Burrito Day special? Okay. But anyway, I'm going to get me some Chipotle later on. All right, so I like to get you to think about some of the things because a lot of times you hear stuff that's always shaded against the Cowboys and you never hear it against anybody else. Now we have the whole fiasco that has been the Dallas Cowboys offseason where you can look at it and say the Cowboys screwed the pooch as far as their wide receiver situation goes. I mean, losing Cedric Wilson, who had 665 yards, I believe, and losing, of course, Amari Cooper, who is 865 yards this past year, hurts. I'm not going to say that it doesn't hurt, but we're being told that Dak Prescott is nothing without Amari Cooper. That, Amari Cooper is the reason why the Dallas Cowboys offense went going, and without Amari Cooper, they won't be able to go. So if your assumption is losing Amari Cooper, that none of his production will be replaced, none of his production would be replaced. That would hurt. That would definitely hurt. And if you say that the Dallas Cowboys offense will go down the toilet because of his production, and make no mistake about it, 865 yards, which translates to, with Dak Prescott having about 4,445 yards, that's 19% of the passing yards went through Amari Cooper. So are we in agreement that losing Amari Cooper is going to be the death knell for the Dallas Cowboys? I don't necessarily agree with that because I look at that and say, well, it's not like he had, I don't know, let's say 1,553 yards of production. If Amari Cooper had that kind of production, like 1,553 yards of production and 11 touchdowns, losing that would be, I would put up the warning flags on that one and say, damn, that's a lot to lose. That would be like a third of Dak Prescott's production. And if you lose that in one guy and you don't replace that, then that's pretty bad. But we didn't lose 1,553 yards. But even if you say, and going by the assumption of saying, you're going to miss me, you're going to miss me, you're going to miss me blind, okay? If you go to that assumption, then how come this rule does not apply to the Green Bay Packers? If you take Devanta Adams had 1,553 yards and 11 TDs. That was 37% of the passing yards that Aaron Rodgers had last year. Dax, with Amari Cooper, 19%. Twice the production, almost, that Amari Cooper had is what Devanta Adams had. You following me here? If it's doom and gloom for the Dallas Cowboys because they lost Amari Cooper, then what does that mean for Aaron Rodgers? That Aaron Rodgers doesn't need to have Devanta Adams? And you can kind of look, here's one of those interesting things that you won't get too often from the talking heads. If you actually looked at, Devanta Adams has been in the league for several years, since 2014. But Devanta Adams didn't have a great season until really 2018. Before that, he had 446, 483, 997, and 885. And if you look at those years before Devontae Adams became the stud that he is, Aaron Rodgers' numbers had been going down off a cliff, and they were running the ball more. But in 2018, when Devontae Adams rose up, all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers rose up with him. Aaron Rodgers all of a sudden is hitting 442 in 2018 when Devontae Adams goes up. And every year after that, you looked at that and said, yeah, that guy who is 37% of the offense is a difference maker for him. And so if you believe, like the talking heads do, that, oh my God, without Dak Prescott, without Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, he's going to be terrible. Then why aren't they saying the same thing about Aaron Rodgers? Let me pull up one more thing here while I'm here. Let's take a look at the other receivers, how they did on the Packers. Pro Football Reference. We'll go down. Passing, rushing, and receiving. Okay, so as we go through here, receiving yards. Randall Cobb. $31 yards a game. Devontae Adams, 97. Marquez Scantling, 39. Joshua, I don't even know who that is. Joshua DeGarda, 15.3. Andre Lizard, 34.2. Mercedes Lewis, 12. So, yeah, nobody else on that team has caught more than 40 yards per game other than Devontae Adams, who's averaged almost 100 yards a game. So if you believe that the Dallas Cowboys are doom and gloom, well, the good news is the Green Bay Packers should be too without Devontae Adams. And so as we go through this and say, maybe we're not in as bad a shape as we've been led to believe. Everybody's had some falling behind. Heck, the Rams lost, or haven't re-signed, at least not yet. They might. Odell Beckham, who became an integral part of their team, as well as the Super Bowl. They're taking a hit right there. They took a hit, of course, losing Von Miller. They did get Bobby Wagner, but, everybody's kind of in the NFC kind of lost some talent. So I'm not ready to give up on my quarterback yet, because at least the guy they lost is only 19% of the offense of passing. Devontae Adams, 37%. That's a big piece. All right, back to the workshop, because we always, got work to do. Peace.